Yo, what's going on, everybody? Sorry to keep you there waiting. We are now live with a cheeky little stream for you lads and lasses. All sorts of technical issues going on here. Thank you very much for waiting patiently for us to get going, you bloody bunch of legends. Do us a favour at the start of this show, though, and smash that like button. That's right, give us a big thumbs up on the stream if you haven't done so. Drop a like on it. You know it makes sense. Sorry to keep you waiting there, everyone. And also, if you're new to the channel here, get yourself in there by subscribing to the channel. Have your say. It's a fully interactive channel. We get everyone involved here, so make sure you guys get yourself involved by smashing the subscribe button, smashing the like button, and having your say throughout the show. I want to say shout out to DJ Disco Dave, who has become a member at the start of this show. Thank you very much, Disco Dave, for re-upping your membership there, you bloody legend. Let's get some love hearts in there and welcome in Mr. Disco Dave, guys. Come on. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, dude. Thanks very much for becoming a member of the channel and supporting us, mate. Get in there, you legend. Also, Nathan Wall has just become a member also by the looks of it. Or he's been a member for a month, I don't know. Nathan Wall, thanks for becoming a member of the channel, mate. Get in there, you beauty. Are we having bufferation issues? I might have to just close this competition page because I've got like so many names on there. Yeah, I'm going to close that, guys. I think my CPU is taxed. This is why I was having so many issues getting going. But yeah, we got 59 likes on the stream already. Thank you, Vootinator. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't done so. Twat the likes. Get yourself in there and subscribe and have your say. Thank you very much. Right then, guys. We got plenty to discuss this evening. Big up everyone in the chat. Hello to you all. Thank you so much for getting in. All these legends on the screen right now. Hello, 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 hello. How you doing? Thank you very much for joining us. Oh, yes. Right then. It's been playing up since Vincent Bullock. That's cash. But yeah, 160 legends in here tonight. Happy evening to you guys. Yes, let's do this. So time to discuss the latest Manchester United goings-on and news. We've got some big news in regards to Freddie Flintstone. Yabba dabba doo, we're selling Fred, guys, finally. This guy is looking like he's going to be going very soon. So at this moment in time, we know that, he's got a deal in place with Fenerbahçe. Manchester United have received an offer for this guy. Obviously, that's a big piece of news, obviously, that's come out this evening. And it's great news, I think, really, guys, for Man United, because it means that it should hopefully bring about the transfer of Sofyan Amrabat to Manchester United. That's the idea here. The situation's always been pretty clear. Get rid of a couple of the gash merchants and bring in Sofyan Amrabat in the midfield. That's been the idea. So, obviously, Manchester United still working on the Donny van de Beek situation, maybe sending him off to Real Sociedad. And then obviously Fred is going to be going to Fenerbahçe. So that's a couple of decent sort of, departures going on there. Ten Hag having a full-on old-school clear-out here, mate. Get in there. Get some Ten Hag emojis in there, chat, because this guy's doing bits at the club. Getting rid of many players who are stinking up the gaff and just to have a clear-out and make way for new blood. You love to see it. Yes, indeed. Ten Hag is no airs and graces about him making these decisions, getting rid of these lingerers. They're lingerers, a lot of these players. Lingerers. Lingering around the place longer than they should be. Update from Fabrizio Romano just highlights this situation, really, what the plan is. So Manchester United's plan remains clear. Sell Fred with Fenerbahçe bid now on the table. Obviously, that's all done. So sell Fred to Fenerbahçe, agree a loan deal for Donny van de Beek with Real Sociedad, and sign a new midfielder. Man United, there's 3 players in the list in midfield with Sofyan Amrabat on top, guys. Come on. He's still waiting for United. So I wonder what the other couple of players are that we're discussing here. I mean, there's some outlets saying that Aurelien Tchouameni is on the list. I mean, he seems like a very expensive player compared to Sofyan Amrabat. Sofyan Amrabat would be available for as little as 30 million euros. So, obviously, it remains to be seen, but we're expecting that very, very soon Manchester United will now go in for Sofyan Amrabat, now that the Fred deal is basically wrapped up. So I'll give you the lowdown on the Fred situation. So at this moment in time, there is an agreement in place with Fenerbahçe over in Turkey. Get in there, my son. Gobble, gobble. We've done the business. Fabrizio reports Fred to Fenerbahçe. Here we go. Deal in place with Manchester United. Proposal revealed earlier has been accepted, and verbal agreement reached with Fred in terms of his personal terms, and he'll travel for medical tests soon. Get in there, my son. You know what? Let's just give Fred his flowers for a second here. Let's get some flowers in the live chat there for Fred. Give him a little bit of applause. Can't really fault Fred's effort levels. He's always given it his all for United. I like the guy. He's got a winning smile. He's a nice fella. His name's Fred. You don't get a lot of Freds these days, do you? You don't get a lot of Freds. Fred's an old school name. You know, Fred Flintstone. Fred from Coronation Street. Etc. There's not that many is the point I'm making. So, you know, I'll miss Fred, to be fair. Fred brings a smile to my face. He's an infectious individual. And not like a virus like Paul Pogba, but infectious in the sense of he makes you feel good. He's a nice fella. He gives it his all on the pitch, and he works hard for whatever team he's playing for, and he's always given it his all, maximum effort for Manchester United. And he's not been a bad player at the club either over the years. He's sort of been decent. I respect him. I like him. Good luck to him. Hopefully has a really good career over there in Turkey. And, it's a success. I believe he will be, but he's on quite big money at United. Let's be fair, though. So niceness aside, he is a nice guy, but he's just not bloody good enough. And to be fair, he doesn't actually... I know I've just said he's nice and respect to him. Let's give him his flowers. But, you know, he's never really lived up to it at United, if we're being totally, brutally honest. He cost like 50-odd million, that guy. Crikey. And that was a while ago as well. And when you think about the actual impact that he's had at the club, it is kind of lacking. He's not lived up to it. He's all right. He's decent. He's better than some. Some may even argue better than most for what he's done at United. But if we're being honest, he's never really... Come on. He's never really been up to the standard of Manchester United. We should be looking for elite players. Fred is pretty subpar, if we're being honest. He's all right. But in terms of technique and technicalities, he's not quite there. So good luck to him. I'm glad we're having a clear out, though, and getting rid of all this guff. Fred is obviously expected to go for around about 12 to 15 million pounds, as we've discussed. He's going with big wages. I think he's on about 130k a week at United, so in terms of that, off of our books, it's obviously very, very good news. And then it's not just that, it frees up the number 17 shirt as well for Rasmus Højlund, who, as we reported the other day, is getting the number 17 shirt as well. So medical booked for Fred and Fenerbahçe as a Fenerbahçe player. The deal is close and sealed, as revealed earlier today. Rasmus Højlund will be Man United's new number 17. The decision has been made. Get in there, my son. Let's get a hashtag 17 Rasmus in the live chat. We knew this anyway, but it has basically now been confirmed again. No Tony Martial departure, so the number 9's not free at this moment. In fact, some squad numbers have been provisionally released today from Man United. I don't know if any of you saw that. No Mason Greenwood on there. No Mason Greenwood on the list. So that's quite interesting, just to see what's going on there. Will he be given the number 11 shirt? Will he be sacked off? Will Man United keep him at the football club? This remains to be seen. But we'll cover that as and when it happens. I'm not going to get into that right now. But Fred to Fenerbahçe is done, guys. Get in there, my son. The clear out continues. Erik ten Hag's having a full-on jumble sale out the front of his gaff here. Yard sale. You know, you can go and get Fred. You can go and buy Maguire for 30 mil. If you want to buy a DVD of the BBC's Cold Feet for 50p, he might be selling one of those as well, you know. And copies of the Beano for 10p each. He's having a clear out, guys. You know what I'm saying? That's right. He's got an old wooden glockenspiel for sale for a £5. He's doing the business with the clear out here, guys. He's getting rid of all the stuff that we've got at the club here that we don't need. 1980s brother fax machine available, can be yours for a tenner. You know what I'm saying? We're having a clear out of the football club. It's brilliant to see. So, love it. I'm loving what I'm seeing. It's not just Fred either, as we've mentioned. There's other players that are going. So, at this moment, Bailly is expected to leave Manchester United tomorrow. Eric Bailly has an agreement in place with Besiktas, and it's known that maybe Manchester United will be letting him go for nothing. So, here's a report that comes out that says that Eric Bailly will complete his permanent move to Besiktas tomorrow. He joins on a free transfer. So we've just let him go for nothing. You know, we just let him go because he's on decent money. He's an injury-prone melter. You know, see you later on, Eric. No messing around here from one Eric to another. He sacked him off. So you've got to respect what Ten Hag's doing, having this full-scale clear-out. It's like a fire sale at United, getting rid of all the guff in order to start the new era at the football club. Come on. Absolutely loving this. More sales to get into in a moment as well. But before I do, we've got 277 legends in here. Just a quick reminder to smash that thumbs up button. Give us a massive like. And we're only 50 subscribers, as you can see here, away from 73,000 subscribers, which we're trying to get to before the start of the Premier League campaign. So please do us a massive favour if you're just getting in the stream. If you're new to this channel, subscribe. Click the subscribe button and get yourself involved. We're on here daily and nightly with the Man United news in a no bullshit fashion. Also, drop a thumbs up on this stream. Help us get to 1 million likes during this show. That'd be amazing. Kovar, guys. Kovar. Kovar, you say? What about Kovar? Thought Kovar was going to be a cheeky little backup maybe for Andre... Oh, nah. What's my name? Oh, nah. What's my name? But Kovar sacked off, guys. Kovar done. He's done one. Ten Hag sacked him off. Look at this. So the latest reports in regards to Kovar. Let me talk about this for a second. So, I'm surprised about this, but Fabrizio Romano reports that Bayer Leverkusen signed Matej Kovar from Man United on a permanent deal. Fee will be €9 million. First part of medical test will take place today. Interesting. So, we're raising funds. We're generating cash. We're getting rid of some players who are not really going to feature, I suppose. I mean, I'm a little bit almost disappointed that we've not given this guy the number 2 chance. And obviously we've had news today that Heaton's injured for a little while as well, which is a little bit concerning in terms of the goalkeeper positions. So, interesting. Kovar, though, €9 million. What do you reckon about Kovar, guys? Should we have kept him? Or should we have sold him? Let's have a vote in the live chat. Let us know your thoughts. Yeah, exactly, Berber. The same day that Heaton's injured, I know. It's not ideal, is it? Let us know your thoughts and opinions. So, Kovar, keep or sell? What are you saying? I mean, I must admit, I would have kept the guy because he looks pretty good. He looked like he would have been a good backup maybe as a youngster as well, a younger player, for Andre Onana going forward. I'm a little bit surprised we've done that, I must admit. Clearly, he wants to go somewhere and play regular football. We knew that there was a potential for maybe a loan deal, so he could go and do just that and play regular football. But then we would be obviously having the option to bring him back in a year's time, and he could have still been a good player for us. But as it turns out, I think we've got a buyback clause in the deal, which would enable us to obviously get him back at a reasonable price. So if he obviously goes on and progresses really well, and in the future we may be able to buy him back, which is, of course, would be a fantastic thing to do. And it's essentially like a long-term loan, isn't it? But obviously with a reasonable sort of clause in there. But at this moment, he is obviously going for €9 million, which generates us some cash for now. Maybe it's a little bit short-term thinking, because I do think that guy might go on and do some good stuff for the future. But, you know, right now we're wanting the money. It seems that Ten Hag is clearly trying to raise some capital together to buy the players that he wants in this summer transfer window. So I'm not really against it, to be fair. If that's what Ten Hag sees fit with the squad, makes sense to try and raise that cash to put it towards a player like Sofyan Amrabat. And with Fred going, approximately €15 million coming in, and Kovar, another €9 million coming in, and if we can get Donny van de Beek off the books, that will generate pretty much most of the cash that's needed to go and sign Sofyan Amrabat from Fiorentina, which is expected to be about 30 million. So it does kind of make sense. This is a player that's just not really ever going to play. It's just £9 million or €9 million sat there, which you can have access to if you let him go. And if there's a buyback clause in the contract, get in there. We don't really have too much to worry about. Leverkusen will develop in. Leverkusen will, of course, stand to make a little bit of a profit on that as well. It's not like they're just going to let him go for what we've sold him for. But in the future, you know, there is a clause reportedly in the deal, which obviously will be more than what they've paid, but you know, we can have an option of bringing him back in the future. So that doesn't sound terrible to me. Sounds like it would, you know, maybe suit all parties at this moment in time. Thank you, Vincent Bullock. Yes, mate. He says, give us a retweet. Absolutely, everyone. Please do retweet the show. I forgot to say that, didn't I, at the start of this show. Give us a retweet. It's pinned to the top of the live chat there. We're over on Twitter or X or whatever the hell it's called these days. Go and give us a retweet. We'll shout you all out later on during the show. We've got updates on Pavard. We'll get into that as well. Rashad, we've got plenty to discuss. But I am just talking at the moment about Ten Hag having a clear out of players. So Fred to Fenerbahçe, Bailly to Besiktas, Kovar to Leverkusen. And we also have news that there are works still going on for several other players. Let's talk about Donny van de Beek. So Donny van de Beek is close to a move to Real Sociedad, potentially on a loan deal. Man United would prefer a permanent move, but it looks like, you know, all things explored, that it probably will be a loan deal with a fee up front and perhaps an obligation to buy later on next to the end of the season, or maybe even an option to buy. But this is a report from Fab that says Man United will now focus on sending Donny van de Beek to Real Sociedad, and then we'll hold talks to sign Sofyan Amrabat effectively. Thank you for your super chat there. Get in there. Let's have a look who's super chatted us here. It is Chloe Jenkins. Thank you, Chloe Jenkins. Everybody get some mad love in the live chat there for Chloe Jenkins. Come on. Chloe, thank you for the £2 super chat. Says congrats for David De Gea. Last laugh. Real Madrid bound. Why has he got the last laugh? I don't really understand that, Chloe, you know, but I always was hoping that he would be going to a top club. Real Madrid are a top club. So look, here's the report, basically. Here's a bit of information. You can see in the bottom right-hand corner that says that David De Gea is the only firm option on Real Madrid's list at the moment. Real Madrid are in the process of trying to sign David De Gea. And good luck to the guy. He's a top-class keeper. He's an absolute beast of a keeper. You know, we could have certainly done a lot worse than keeping David De Gea. It's just that Ten Hag wants a different player, stylistically, for this team, which is why he's gone with Andre Onana and let him go. But let's face it, De Gea's world-class, in my opinion. He's a world-class shot-stopping beast. So, yes, from that point of view, I guess he's laughing because it seems like he's going to get himself a very great club. But, you know what? It also hinges on his wages. Like, he was on like £375,000 a week, or approximately around about that, at United. Will he be getting anywhere near that at Real Madrid? I very much doubt it. And will he be even playing all the time there? I mean, I doubt it. But it gives them, obviously, the ability to rotate. I think it would be fantastic for De Gea, though, to go to Madrid, his hometown, essentially. Obviously, he came through Atletico, so it's the other side of the town, essentially, with the other club there. But, you know, what a move that would be for David De Gea if he could sign as a free transfer to Real Madrid. Good luck to him. I really hope he's a massive success over there. And you're right, fire up. He's rich enough. He's got the money. You know, he's in the luxury position where he can just make decisions based on his lifestyle and what he actually wants rather than just financially speaking. You're absolutely spot on. So that would be brilliant, though, for him. Hopefully he can get into the team, stay there and play regularly. The terms of the deal obviously are yet to be ironed out. It may not be the longest of contracts, but certainly because of the situation there with Courtois, it's an opportunity for David De Gea to, you know, to go and do the business there for a really top team. So good luck to David De Gea. I'm buzzing for David De Gea that it's Real Madrid that are potentially the team coming in for him. So we'll wait and see if that progresses and materializes. It looks like it's pretty much a go-ahead at this moment. It obviously depends on terms. But yeah, good luck to David De Gea. Get in there. Big Dave saves. He's an absolute beast of a player, to be fair. Get in there, Stay Gold. Thank you for becoming a member of the channel, guys. Can we get some big love in there for Stay Gold, who's become a member of the Baker Brigade once again? Long-time legend. Thank you so much there, Stay Gold. Come on. Appreciate you signing yourself up to be a member there, dude. Also, Peter Horridge, thanks for subscribing to the channel. Get in, 47 away. If you're new like Peter Horridge, then smash that subscribe button. Good evening, Luke, Look MUFC, and everybody in the chat as well. If I've not mentioned you individually, thank you so much, every one of you, for getting in here. I appreciate you. Right, so let's continue with the latest news. So, bye to Besiktas. Donny loan to Real, suck off your dad, is looking likely. Kovar to Leverkusen, 9 million euros generated. Fred over to Fenerbahçe, 15 million euros generated. Get in there. Bye off the books. Next up, Slabby Maguire. Slabby Maguire. West Ham's fans are terrified. Slabby Maguire. West Ham's fans are terrified. I'd be terrified if I was a West Ham fan right now for getting Slabby Maguire in the lineup, because he's a bit of a calamity, isn't he? But as we've said many times, good player for West Ham. At this moment, just to give you the latest on Maguire, it's obviously not quite done and dusted just yet, but it's getting there, folks. Come on, slab out. Thank you, Vutanate. 156 likes. Great stuff. Keep smashing them up. So, Maguire to West Ham is progressing. It's getting closer and closer. We know that the situation there really has a lot to do with Maguire's wages and the finalisations of the terms. There is some problems there. Various reports coming out today that United would have to pay him off around about £6 million in order to get him gone out of the football club. And I think that's probably quite accurate, really, because let's face it, he's on 200 grand a week at United, and it's a cray amount of money to pay, which, you know, obviously only we would do. Nobody else is going to do that. Certainly not a mid-table team. So we'll probably end up paying him, you know, £6 million. Who thinks that's a good idea? Smash a 1 in the chat if you think that that is worth doing. I mean, to get the deal done, we're going to have to sort of make some allowances here. If we're getting 30 million for him, which it seems like that's the dead set fee, the dead set fee for Harry Maguire, 30 million, you just subtract that from 30, you subtract the 6 million from 30, and we've received 24 million. Bargain. Still a good piece of business for Manchester United. West Ham gets somebody that's not going to break the bank. They'll probably have to end up paying him about £150,000 a week, and we will absorb the rest of it within that initial transfer fee, essentially. So it's not ideal. Yes, it's going to cost us a little bit. It's not as much money as it seems like it on the face of it, but it's still worthwhile to get rid of the absolute slab of a man. Come on, United! So slowly but surely getting rid of all the guff. That's the case. And also, you know, they're waiting on Maguire at the moment. So West Ham United give you the latest news of what's actually happening. So they are waiting on, you know, agreements to be made with Harry Maguire, essentially. So West Ham are waiting for Harry Maguire to finalise the terms of his departure from Manchester United, i.e. the amount of money that he'll receive from United as well. That is something that we've got to look at before giving him his medical. All other aspects of the transfer are complete, including personal terms. So, as we've mentioned, they've agreed personal terms essentially with him, but Man United are going to have to pay a certain amount in order to, pay him off, give him a golden handshake. It's wrong, isn't it? It's a disgrace and a nonsense. Roy Keane would be throwing punches at them. But it's also justifiable because of just how much money he's on, and if United really want to get rid of this guy, it's what we have to do. So I'm just happy that we're getting rid of Harry Maguire after all this time. Honestly, it may sound harsh, but he has been like a complete bloody calamitous melter at the back for United for a good few years now. And we will be better off without him in the squad, never mind the starting 11. He was awful, guys. Made us drown so many times out there, and just stylistically no good for a team that's playing like a high press style as well for Ten Hag. So totally pointless keeping him around. Some people may say, oh, we don't necessarily have the depth there. Well, that's what us going to sign a new player is all about. So the expectation is that Harry Maguire will be sold off to West Ham very soon. Hopefully tomorrow we hear about the news and we can report the fact that there has been now a done deal, and he's having his medical. He's going to West Ham. He's joining David Moyes. Hopefully that will be tomorrow, guys. We can speak about that, but we'll have to wait and see until it's finalised. But the idea is for Manchester United to then go and reinvest that money that we get from Harry Maguire into another defender. There's obviously a couple of defenders that we're looking at right now, various different players. Man United preferably maybe want to look at Benjamin Pavard, 27-year-old, could play multiple positions. There's also Todibo, who of course is on the list for Ten Hag, maybe even Tapsoba and one or two others. So we've got a little defensive shortlist of players that we can absolutely go and get. So United are going to improve because of this. We're not going to lose somebody that's a vital part of the team. He's a complete bloody melter. He's literally surplus to requirements. So we cashed in, we've got him gone, and now it's time to go and replace him, hopefully with Pavard. Just like we're getting rid of Donny, just like we're getting rid of Fred, hopefully still can get rid of McTominay. We'll get into that in a little bit. So we can go and get Sofian Amrabat. That's the plan here, really. We're slowly but surely making improvements within the side. So yes, good stuff. We know that there are obviously 3 players minimum on the shortlist. So let's have a look at this. It's about what Ten Hag's preference is, though it's thought at this moment in time that his preference may be Benjamin Pavard because he's one away from Bayern Munich. It's obviously a good experienced player who can come in and play centre back and right back. Ten Hag will soon decide his favourite option between Benjamin Pavard and Jean-Clair Todibo. Edmund Tapsoba is a backup option. This is via Fabrizio. So it does seem like that's the shortlist of a few players, and obviously Pavard or Todibo. Let's ask the live chat. Tapsoba is a backup, but let's ask the live chat, guys. Who would you like to see Manchester United go and pursue between now and the end of the window? Would it be Benjamin Pavard or would it be Jean-Clair Todibo? You know what, I'll be honest, either or for me though, guys. I feel like they're both really quality. Todibo can play a couple of positions also. He's younger. Maybe he would be great for the future as well, and somebody that's prepared to, maybe be somewhat of an understudy at this moment in time and be happy with a more rotationary role. Pavard, though, is more experienced, 27 years of age, has won a bunch of things, has a bit of pedigree about him, has a winner's mentality, has been playing for a top side for several years. So because of that, he's coming in with bags of experience, which maybe would make us a better side if we're being honest. And last season, as I say, 43 appearances for Bayern, 23 of them at right back, 20 of them at centre back. He's literally comfortable playing in both of those positions to a very, very high standard. So must admit, feeling very confident that either of them would be a good acquisition for Manchester United. Can't argue, but let's have a look at what the live chat's saying. Pavard, I would like Pavard as well myself, though, if I had to choose just one, because of his experience and his versatility. Todibo, says Jason. Pavard. Both, says Neil Gibb. I'm not so sure if we need both. I mean, we still have a couple of really good right backs. Dallow's a little bit on the guff side, but I think Wan-Bissaka's going to make that position his own under Ten Hag going forward. And then obviously we've got Varane and Martinez and Lindelof. But yeah, we could definitely do with another centre-back, and somebody that can play right-back would be very handy. Kane, well, there you go. I mean, that's another possibility. But are we going to be able to get these defenders and the midfielder that we want if we're going to get Kane? Probably not. We'll talk about that at the end of the show, guys. I mean, it's obviously the least likely transfer that's going to happen. Pavard, number one target, apparently. Absolutely. It seems like Ten Hag wants a bit of Pavard action. Stay Gold says Pavard, VK says Todibo, Smalling, Evans and Jones. Get the old band back together. You would like that, wouldn't you, Arsenal scummer? Pavard, either one will do, but both would be amazing. I mean, if we could get both, it would really send a message, wouldn't it? So I was having a little bit of a debate with my brother earlier on about Kane, and he was saying, he doesn't want Kane at United. He doesn't think Kane would fit United's style, and we'd be better off going to get 3 other players that are actually affordable right now to strengthen all other areas of the team. And I understand that sentiment, really, because look, Kane isn't a presser. We had Ronaldo under Ten Hag. He didn't really like him and favour him because his legs had gone a little bit older, not really the best presser at the top there. And now we'd be selling Ronaldo, or parting ways with Ronaldo just to go and get Kane. Doesn't quite make the most sense, I suppose, from that point of view. And then he'd be on big money, he'd be a depreciating asset, all the rest of it. Whereas these other signings, if we were to go and get Todibo and Pavard and Amrabat, maybe that improves Man United overall more, and then these players all get more expensive in the future. They're not depreciating assets, they're appreciating assets which will, get better in time. So that is a big argument, to be fair. It's like you either put all your eggs in the Kane basket at this stage because he costs so much money, or you go out there and sign 2 or 3 really top ballers who will improve the rest of your side. So I think, I can't really deny that not going for Kane makes a bit of sense, to be fair, as long as we're going to go and sign 2 or 3 other really quality players in this window. But I don't see why we can't do both. That was the point I was making. It's like, come on, Man United, we can generate £100 million from selling all of these guff players that we've got, which will cover Kane, and then just a bit of investment. You see how much Arsene Hollands are spending every single window at the moment, over 200 million it seems. There's other teams going out there spending big money. Who's to say United couldn't spend a net spend of a couple of $100 million? So right now we've spent essentially like 170 million, but we've got cash back. We sold Elanga, we sold a bunch of other little bit part players for a few mil here and there. Teles and, just a bunch of players that we've got managed to get rid of. And we're still doing so. We're still working on that. So we could still generate the cash to be able to go and try and get all of these players that I've mentioned. It is very unlikely. I'm not even going to talk about Kane at the moment until the end of the stream, though, because it is very, very unlikely. Ulf says Kane would make any team better, including Man City. So Man United could do far worse than getting him. I'm with you, 100%. We'll talk about Kane a bit later on. I'm going to cover the rest of the news that we've got, though. Before I do, Zayn Miyasi's in here with a super chat. How you doing there, Zayn Miyasi? He says, who speaks better English, Thomas Muller or Kane? Do you think Kane will learn German when he moves to Bayern? Why didn't United go for Reyes, who is better and cheaper? Reyes? You what? Anyway, thank you, Zayn Miyasi, for getting in here raw. Do you mean Raya? Your goalkeeper you just bought, David Reyes. Am I missing something here? Anyway, in regards to what you said, though, English, Thomas Muller or Kane? Thomas Muller speaks better English, darling. I think that's probably fair to say. My name's Harry Kane, and, I just like to play for Tottenham Hotspur, and a proper spudder, speak through my nose. Very nasal sort of voice I got there, and obviously, that's right. I just want to go play football for maybe like Man United or somewhere, or maybe like Bayern Munich or something like that. Because, obviously, Spurs are not going to win any trophies, and that's just one of those things. Like, they're a bit, obviously, great club. I've played there many times, but, just like hit the ceiling now, and, just want to go play somewhere. Maybe I could play a little bit more. You can't understand what the twat's saying half the time, can you, mate? Harry Kane speaking English is bloody hard to listen to be fair. That's right, obviously, just go play a bit of football sometime, take my kids down the park and play a bit of game, see, that's what it feels like when I'm playing Spurs, obviously, but, if I go to Germany, be able to drink some steins of beer and, just have a bit of a laugh. No, I don't know, mate, that's a good question. In regards to whether or not he will learn German, he's going to have to learn a bit of German, isn't he? He would have to learn a bit of German, like, Guten Tag, ich heiße Harry, and ich spiele Fußball, und ich habe eine Katze und 2 Hunde, ja, und das Wetter ist prima, und meine Geburtstag ist, sometime in January, and can't remember any more German from school, but you know what I'm saying, like, he's obviously gonna have to learn a bit if he goes to Germany, mate. Of course he will. But anyway, thank you very much for your comment there, bud. You what? I'm just saying, he's hard to understand in English. So, let alone, goodness knows what he'd be like speaking German. Bloody hell. Crikey, he'd be tough to comprehend for the average German person, wouldn't he? Yeah. Meine Name is Harry, and I don't want to play for Spurs because it's scheisse. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, right, okay, so, yeah, there's two options in regards to Kane. We're going to get onto that later on in the show, guys. I'm done talking about Kane for the minute. Let's talk about who Manchester United are going to get after we've got rid of all the gash players right now. So, obviously, McTominay is expected. Let's talk about McTominay. So, there is still an understanding that McTominay is still wanted by West Ham. So, we know that, obviously, we maybe asked for a bit too much cash for them. And originally, they had gone and put in a bid for £30 million for him, which I think is a banging deal for Man United to get rid of that absolute iron brew connoisseur, Scotty McShotbag McTominay. The man who plays like he's been in the park doing shotties all day long, Shotty McTominay does. He's fucking cash when it comes to his ability on the ball. So, but it's known that West Ham remain interested in signing Scott McTominay. It looks like they're losing Lucas Paqueta, which is obviously another midfield player for them. They have signed Edson Alvarez, and James Ward-Prowse is they're two midfielders that are coming in for them. So the likeliness of him going to West Ham has dropped, but it's not completely out the water yet. The understanding is that they're still interested in him, and they will be going in for another round of negotiations with Manchester United, and the dialogue hasn't even stopped there. So reported far and wide maybe that we priced him out of the move to West Ham, but at the moment it still seems like he is a potential target for David Moyes over at West Ham. So I'm just hoping that materialises. We should probably accept about £35 million, which is only £5 million more than what West Ham originally offered. We can't ask for too much money. Lots of people in the chat saying he should be 40 or £45 million. Let's ask the chat. How much do you think Scott McTominay is actually worth? We shouldn't lose the deal over 5, 10, 15 million. Get him gone for 30 if we have to, but 35 million, let's have an agreement. Let's have a deal. Give us a little bit more than your initial first offer, and we can have a party there, West Ham. Everybody can get what they want. We can get rid of this melter, and they can get a good player to add to their ranks, and it just fits with what David Moyes is doing. He would be a good player again for West Ham. 35 mil, says Edward. 50, says Mr. U. 50p, says your absolution. 4 iron brews, says Travis. 40 million, says Dell. 35 max, says Francois. 35, 30 to 35. 30, 30, 30. 35, 32, 35, 33, 35, 35. Most people saying 35. Ryan says 45 or get lost, West Ham. Hey, fair play, Ryan. Yes, so you're one of the people that think we should be getting 45 million for Scott McTominay. You're on the crack pipe, my son. He's not worth 45 million, lad. Listen, when Ryan goes to bed at night, this guy right here, when he goes to bed at night, he switches off his light, and the last thing he sees at him is a poster of Scott McTominay staring back at him on his wall. What's the matter with you, Ryan? What's your Scott McTominay obsession? He's fucking gash, lad. Honestly, he's rubbish. He's not worth 45 million quid. I'd sell that guy for nowhere near that, my friend. But you're entitled to your opinion, though. 35 to 40. Danny says 2025. 40 says Batman. Alan says 35. Okay, thank you, everybody, for getting in here. Appreciate that. Topless poster, and it's laminated as well. It's a laminated poster for various reasons. But anyway, I'm just kidding, Ryan, obviously, mate. Right, so, Scott McTominay, still wanted by West Ham. Maybe one or two other teams interested in him still also, like AS Roma. Potentially even maybe Newcastle United. Don't really see it myself, but you never know. So if there is a little bit of a bidding war that takes place, then I suppose we could maybe get 40 million for him. But anything more than 30 million is an absolute great piece of business by Man United, I think. 30 million would have been happy. I would have been happy with 30 million. Never mind 35 or 45 million. Certainly 30 million. Get him gone. Get him off our books. Start the new era. Continue the clear out. We're having a jumbo sale here, guys. We're having a yard sale, whatever you want to call it. Ten Hag set the old wallpaper table out. The old wallpapering table out outside his gaff. And he's got all these melters on there with a little label on with cut price. But they're not even that cut price. 30 mil for Mags, bloody decent bit of business by us. 30 mil for McTominay, bloody good bit of business. We are selling a lot of the other jumble mess that's at the football club. People like, Fred for not very much money. And of course, we sold Elanga for 15 and Tellez for a few mil. And we're just getting rid of players. So Ten Hag's having a full-on old-school clear out here, guys. He's making way for the new era at Manchester United and stamping his mark on this squad. Last season, he's got rid of a couple when he's brought a few in. Obviously, he's made some big decisions. But now, this season, the team is really taking shape. It's taken the shape of Ten Hag's beautiful head, guys. It's going to be a cone head of a side soon. You know what I mean? Like, it's taking shape. We're going to have a Ten Hag stamp on this side. And stylistically, he's signed players that fit him. So he's getting rid of the players that don't, and he's signing players that do. And so we should be a much better outfit this season, in theory. We had a decent season last season under Ten Hag, but in theory, we should be much better this year with all the players that are going and all the players that could be coming in. Mike Hill, thank you so much, very much indeed there for the super chat, my son. Get in there, let's get a Suey in there for him. He says, hypothetical scenario for you. If someone bought Rashford for 100 million and we got Kane, is that a good trade-off or not, says Mike Hill. We'd probably be a better team, to be honest with you, Mike Hill. Like, I don't want to sell Rashford, no way. And he would be worth around about that, but I don't want to sell him because he's Manc born and bred. We've just got him up to a new contract. I think he's got a lot to give us. He's only 25, but we'd be a better team if we had Harry Kane instead, probably. It's a totally hypothetical scenario you're discussing, but I think we'd be better because we'd have Garnacho on the left, we'd have Kane up top. That probably makes us a better side, to be honest. It probably does, Mike. But obviously, very, very hypothetical scenario. But yeah, exactly. Garnacho on the left. Rashford can do one. Nothing wrong with Rashford, but he could do one and Kane can come in. But that's not going to happen. We don't even need to do that anyway. We can sell players and generate the cash for Harry Kane. Go on then, let me get into it. I've been putting this off. I didn't want to get into this at the start of the show because it's bloody mundane. And I was ranting about it earlier on as well on my video earlier on today. And it pisses me off, guys, the fact that United haven't even tried to sign Harry Kane yet. And I think that obviously we should try and sign Harry Kane. And I'll get into it in a moment after reading GG Disco Dave super chat out, mate. Thank you, Disco Dave. He says, be great if he put Glazers on that sale table. Well, that would be difficult, wouldn't it? Yeah, I mean, let's just say the Dutch Stone Cold Ten Hag goes in their office, gives them the old double fingers, and stomps a mud hole in their ass, mate, and tells them to do one. Unfortunately, his hands are tied there, and he hasn't got that power at the club. So we're just waiting for those guys to piss off, aren't we? It's going to be a long time coming, I think, still. But anyway, thank you so much, Disco Dave. It would be the best piece of dealings in the summer if the Glazers pissed off. You're absolutely right about that. Hashtag Glazers out. Thank you so much, mate. Hashtag Glazers out. So, Kane then. Go on then. Let's talk about Kane. So, Kane is expected to go to Bayern Munich at this moment, but there are several reports saying that it's something that he's maybe got to decide whether or not he actually wants to go or not. He might well end up staying at Spurs for another year if there's no offers that come in from Manchester United, which means that Kane can then go and have a pick of the bunch next summer and choose who he actually wants to play for and get way more money. That's what I would do if I was Kane, guys, is stay a year at Spurs, do what essentially Kylian Mbappe's doing over at PSG. Just stick to your guns. Just wait it out. You've been there for all your career, Harry. What's another year of absolute mediocre dross going to make a difference? It's not going to make any difference at all for Slabby Kane. He might as well just wait it out for a year. If United aren't going to come in for him right now, which we should, and maybe go to United in a year's time and get more money. We'd be prepared to pay him a fat signing on bonus and big wages in a year's time, as would any club in the world. The only problem with doing that is, and waiting for next year from a club like United's perspective, is that there's going to be every single team to contend with next summer, because everyone would want a piece of Harry Kane on a free transfer. Harry, on the other hand, has got the option to either stay at Spurs and go and do just that and leave on a free in a year, or go and play for Bayern München right now, which will guarantee him trophies in his otherwise trophy-less career. So I understand the draw of playing in the German league, but as I mentioned earlier on, it is not that good of a league. Let's be honest, it's a one-horse race of a league. It's bloody boring, guys. It's boring. You know, who cares if you win the Bundesliga? It doesn't matter. He's an Englishman playing in the English league, the best league in the world, and he's got the potential of winning a Premier League title if he goes to Manchester United sometime over the next few years. He's also got the very close reality of maybe going down as English football's all-time top goal scorer, which does mean something. I don't think it's as important as trophies as from a team perspective, but it does mean something if you're England or the Premier League's all-time goal scorer. If he could beat Alan Shearer's record, that means something, doesn't it? Especially if he's doing it at a club where he's got the potential to actually win a trophy. So I'm sure if you put the offers on the table right now and there was a choice between Bayern Munich and Manchester United, I'm almost sure he would choose Manchester United if the offers were the same. What do you think, guys? Have a vote in the chat. If he was given the choice of United and Bayern right now, who do you think Kane would want to go and play for? I mean, we don't know. We're not inside Harry Kane's head, and thank God we're not. But, just imagine if those two offers were on the table. I'm almost convinced that he would prefer Manchester United because it's the Premier League, and we are on a course of progression at the moment as well, and there's a project here at United under Ten Hag. So it's our own fault that we haven't gone in for him at this moment. We still might be going in for him and maybe trying. Reports say that he's still undecided about what's going on. So look, Graham Bailey here says Harry Kane has a big decision to make. He knows Bayern are long-term admirers and have been trying to get him for the last 12 months. But there's some reports now that coming out that perhaps he's received an offer, had a conversation. If he just waits it out for a year, he might get a heck of a lot of cash from another big club. So this is from Christian Falk over in Germany for Bild, and it reports that according to our information, there are rumours that a club made Harry Kane a significantly better offer for a free transfer in 2024. Paris is looking for a replacement for Mbappe. Chelsea and Manchester United cannot be ruled out either. So obviously very speculative stuff, but it makes sense. If you could get Harry Kane in a year, crikey, you would be prepared to chuck the cash at him. From an individual point of view, because there's no club to have to go and pay 100 million to. So obviously in a year's time, Harry Kane can make a fortune and go and play for whoever he wants. So I think if I was Kane, I would rather stay and then just go in a year's time. Look, Tottenham aren't going to sign him up to a new deal. He's not going to stay there because of how gash they are and they can't win any trophies, and he's carried them on his back and they're awful. Bayern's a very good option right now if he wants to just go away somewhere, get away from Spurs and play the game and obviously win trophies. But the trophies don't mean as much as the Premier League. It's an amateur German league, guys. It's a German farmers league. It's a German sausage producing league. You know what I mean? No disrespect to them over there. It's a good league. They've got a couple of good sides, but beyond the top 2-3 sides, it's a pretty guff league. Who cares if he scores 40 goals a season over there? Who cares if he wins the Bundesliga? It's not really that impressive. It's not the same as the Premier League. And he's been playing his whole career in the Premier League. That means something to him. Wouldn't he want to do what Robin van Persie did and go to United and win the league? I think he would. But we have to try and get him. There's every possibility that Ten Hag doesn't even want this guy. As we've mentioned, I mean, I don't think he does want him. I know he said some nice quotes about him, but I don't think Ten Hag does want him because of how we want to go about our game and play. So Ten Hag's looking for players who seemingly have that physicality up the top, who can press. It's not something that Harry Kane's really too well known for that. He's not the most adept. He's not the most physically impressive. What he is impressive at is the goal scoring side of things, the movement, the intelligence, the vision, everything that comes from scoring goals. He's very good at that. But in terms of physically and pressing wise, he's not the best. So maybe Ten Hag doesn't want him. And the reason I think that he doesn't want him is because we spent 85 million euros on Rasmus Højlund. And it doesn't take a genius to work out that it would only have taken a little bit more, maybe another 20 or 30 million euros, in order to convince Spurs to sell Harry Kane to us. So they're two different players. I totally understand, like, they're two different stylistic players. And also, the deal for Højlund makes sense in more ways because obviously, yes, it's a lot of money, but he's 20 and he's just going to appreciate and get better and not lose his value. Whereas Kane, if you spent 110 million euros or whatever it would take to get Kane, in 3 or 4 years' time, he's worth nothing. He leaves you for nothing. And then he's costing you £400,000 a week as well, potentially, whereas Rasmus is costing you a fraction of that. So I do get they're not the same sort of things, but still, that's a big investment that Ten Hag's made in Rasmus Højlund, which he could have easily made in Harry Kane and gone and got this proven Premier League goal scorer. So I honestly don't think that Kane is on the agenda for Ten Hag, in all fairness. Unfortunately, I think that's the case. Let me ask the chat. Smash a yes in the chat if you think that Ten Hag and United are going to have a try for Harry Kane before the end of the window. Smash a no in the chat if you do not think we are going to try. I just don't think we will, because surely we would have gone and used that budget on him earlier on in the window, or at least tried to go and get him. So sadly, as much as I want Kane, as much as I think he would really help us to challenge for the title, I just cannot really see us doing it, because surely we would have tried to use some of that transfer budget this summer already. You know, rather than selling off all these players, we still got Amrabat and players like Todibo or maybe even Pavard to go and sign. And if we are to sign those players, where's the money coming from Kane? For Kane. Lots of yeses coming in, lots of no's also. No, yes, no, no, yes. Thank you everyone for having your say here, guys. Flying Pig United Extra, get in there, you legend. He says no, no, no. Yeah, quite unlikely, stupid not to. Well, it is a no-brainer, CZ Bam, you know. We should be trying to go and get him. That's what I was on about earlier. I did a bit of a rant earlier about the Kane situation. We should be trying to have the ambition to challenge for the title. And the best way that Man United can challenge for the title is to get Harry Kane, who's literally a proven Premier League beast. and will still be great for a number of years. So it is a shame, but I think if you look at what Ten Hag's done stylistically, signing the sort of players that he wants for his system, maybe Kane does not fit into that. Although Kane's such a great player, surely he could be utilised and surely we can accommodate him in that team. But maybe Ten Hag doesn't actually want him. So that's a big if, guys. It's possible we do still go in for the guy, but very unlikely at this moment because of how much money's involved. Bayern have an offer in place of over 100 million euros at this moment. Man United would have to pay considerably more than that as well to convince Daniel Levy and Spurs to send him to a Premier League rival. So yes, I mean, unless we have a deal in place for Kane for 1 year's time on a free, I don't really see us going in for him this summer because we're going to have to sell so many players and then maybe miss out on 1 or 2 other players to justify getting Harry Kane. And I'm not so sure if that will happen, guys. I think that Ten Hag's got his plan and Kane is actually not part of it right now. But I hope I'm wrong because I think Kane is exactly the sort of player that we need to mount a serious title challenge. Martin Kolev says, let's get to 250 likes. Thank you, Martin Kolev. Appreciate that. How many are we on right now? But yes, if you're just joining the stream, everyone, make sure you smash that like button on this video. Give us a big, juicy thumbs up on the vid. It's free to like the video, and it helps us out to compete with clickbait wankers and corporations. So hit that thumbs up. It's free to do so. And also hit the subscribe. We're only 39, count them, 39 subscribers away now from 73,000 subscribers. Could we do it tonight? If all of you legends who are new to the channel smash the subscribe, it's possible. So hit the subscribe if you're new, drop a thumbs up on it, that'll help us out on the algorithm, and get your thoughts and opinions in throughout. We love to hear from you. We still need another striker now, 786. So look, still up in the air about Mason Greenwood. We mentioned about the squad numbers being provisionally released earlier on, and Mason wasn't on the list. So still no decision made yet about Mason Greenwood. That could have been a very sly way of releasing the info there, couldn't it, from Man United if we'd have just put him on the list with the number 11 shirt. But as it seems, we still don't know the future of Mason Greenwood. He's another one that I've mentioned as well. Harry Kane can be obtained by selling Mason Greenwood. Greenwood's on a decent whack of wages at Manchester United as well for a youngster. His reputation is in the shitter. His baggage is excessive that it brings to the table for United. He's more trouble than he's worth, in my opinion. So if you could move him off for 40 million, 50 million, which is a fraction of what he would have been worth 18 months ago, it gives you half of Harry Kane almost. That's half of Harry Kane right there. So we could still go and get Amrabat and still go and get Pavard and Kane if you were prepared to get rid of Greenwood, Maguire, McTominay, Fred, Henderson. All these guys that are shite at the football club, we could basically move on. So, look, I don't necessarily think we will get rid of Greenwood. I think he'll be reintroduced back into the squad, but we could get rid of him, maybe send him abroad. We could perhaps do a deal on the cheap, relatively, and go and put that money towards Kane. So that's what I would do. Hey, thank you, Chloe Jenkins, for getting in here with a super chat. Come on. Let's go. Get some love hearts in there for Chloe. Says, I think they approached Spurs at the start and were told no chance, so they moved on. Didn't want another Frankie de Jong episode. I like how you've spelled the initials of Frankie de Jong. That's not how Jong spelled. But I figured it out, though. Hey, Chloe Jenkins, thank you so much, Chloe, you legend. Let's get some love in the chat there for Chloe Jenkins. I appreciate it. Well, maybe so. Maybe so. Maybe they were talking about it. But from what we heard, there was no dialogue. There was no negotiations. There was nothing really between Manchester United and Spurs. But we know that the amount of money they wanted would have caused a big headache for United's sort of recruitment team. And also the likeliness of it being done would have been no more so than at the end of the window after not trying. Do you know what I mean? So it was always going to be one of those signings that was going to rage on all summer long. Case in point, Bundesliga champions Bayern Munich's transfer negotiations with Spurs. Look at that. They've had several offers knocked back. It's only just now that we're hearing that obviously Tottenham are open to the sale now for what they've offered. So that would have been the case with United. It would have been this cat and mouse back and forth negotiation. Who needs it? I guess there's still a chance, though, that right now, or certainly before the end of the window, United pounce and try and hijack the deal. There is still a small chance that goes on, you know. But I completely understand your point, though, Chloe. Maybe we were just told no. Plus, we'd have to pay a significant amount more than what they're prepared to accept for Bundesliga champions Bayern. I think that's fair to say. And like I mentioned, though, there's a thought that maybe Kane could be going on a free transfer, though. And the player does have certain power in this position as well, doesn't he? Let's be honest, like Kane's standing at the moment is, if he doesn't want to go to Bayern Munich, he doesn't have to go. If he wants to go to United, he could force that move through, really. He really could. Like, if United had an offer on the table, only if we've actually gone in and tried. But if Kane decides, no, sorry, the options for you, Spurs, are I go to Man United, or I sit here for a year and go for a free. They'll have to sell him to Manchester United. That's how it works. They won't be prepared to let him go on a free transfer in a year's time and lose 100 million euros or so. So it's all in Kane's court, really. The ball is in Kane's court. If he wants to be difficult and kick up a fuss and stay in the Premier League, it's down to Harry Kane. It really is down to Harry Kane. There's a lot of player power going on there because Spurs will be very reluctant to lose him on a free in a year's time. So I think if he really wants United, if we really want him, we could make it happen. What do you reckon, guys? Smash a 1 in the chat if you think we can make it happen. But I doubt it, though. Mikey, thank you for your £2 super chat. He says, Kane guaranteed Champions League and title challenge. Get him. Does he guarantee Champions League? I'm not so sure he guarantees Champions League. Maybe you mean like qualification, right? I don't know. Doesn't really, he's never won anything though, that's the problem. But what he does do, like you say, is he does bring you so many goals into the side. He would literally make you challenge for the title. He's the difference between finishing third and maybe finishing first. You need somebody who's going to be able to combat that absolute melter Erling Haaland over there at City. He's a goal-scoring phenom and a beast over there, and he probably will have another season like that this year. Harry Kane could do that for us. Think about the amount of goals that Harry Kane could potentially score for us if we had him this season. I think he'd get at least as much as he got last season for Spurs, as long as he stayed fit, because Spurs are a shiter team. They finished 8th for Pete's sake. Imagine if he was playing at the top for United and we were actually getting the service for him. Think about all the opportunities that Bruno Fernandes laid on a plate for melters like Wout Weghorst last season, only to have them spurned. Kane's a born finisher. It will put them in the back of the net, so he would score a tremendous amount of goals if he was at United. I agree with you, Mikey. Like, he would be the difference to get us to challenge into the title. So if we want to have ambition, go for it, United. Stop fanning around like a bunch of fannies and taking so long over it. But the situation with Kane, the negotiations are ongoing. Thank you very much there for that. So Florian Plettenberg with an update earlier on, just reporting that Kane negotiations still ongoing between Bayern, Tottenham and Kane. Talks are positive. Understand that specific payment terms have to be clarified. Bayern is still waiting for the light from Kane. Bayern still optimistic to get the deal sealed. All parties are working on it. Nothing is off. So there were some people saying, oh, Kane wants to stay and he doesn't really want to go. But there is an element of waiting to just see what he decides, because he may well decide that he wants Premier League football. He may well decide just to stay at Tottenham. I don't know what he's going to do. Who knows? Only the player knows. Perhaps he will stay. Perhaps he will wait for another team to come in for him, or maybe he will go to Bayern Munich. There's a few different possible outcomes. So there is a story here that says that Harry Kane and Bayern Munich, Tottenham accept offer worth a virtually guaranteed £100 million. But the deal's far from cut and dry, with Kane still making final decision. Kane's very much considering staying at Spurs. Apparently he's 50-50 at the moment. Who knows? It's obviously speculative, but 50-50 at the moment whether or not he should stay for a year at Tottenham. And as I say, because there's apparently an offer from a team or two maybe who are prepared to give Kane even more money if he can go as a free agent in a year's time, he might just knuckle down at Tottenham for another year. So what do you think, guys? Will he stay or will he go? Get a vote in the live chat. Harry Kane, stay at Spurs for another year and go in a free transfer, or will he go in this summer transfer window? Let us know your votes. CZ Bam thinks he'll stay. Fire Up says stay. Stay now. Harry Kane, if you've got to go away, I don't think I could take the pain. Won't you come and play for MUFC? Stay now. Anyway, stay. Kane free to United next season. Stay. Go if we bid 100 million, says United 90. Surely he'll come to United if we're prepared to actually try for him. 100% stay in. Come to United, says Alex. Sky Sports saying stay. Go to United, says Gattuso. Stay, says Matthew Bassett. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I mean, you have to understand that there's a lot of boxes ticked at Bundesliga champions Bayern Munich, though. They will win the Bundes every year. They'll challenge for that Pokal Cup or whatever. They'll be in the Champions League. So Kane gets a lot of what he wants. Everybody always slags Kane off and says, oh, he's a great player, but he doesn't win anything. He's a born loser. Well, he could actually play for 3 or 4 years at Bayern Munich and end his career with 3 or 4 league titles. Like, that's how it's going to work over there at Bundesliga champions Bayern. I keep saying Bundesliga champion because they always win the Bundesliga. Whereas if he comes to United, there is actually no guarantees that he wins the Premier League title. City are the dominant force in English football at this moment. I would expect that if we had Kane, and with what Ten Hag's doing with his acquisitions and how he's going about it, that we would be capable of challenging over the next few seasons. But, you know, I have to admit that right now, nothing is guaranteed for Man United. So You know, it's a tough decision. You've got to make a tough decision here. Stefan says, can you imagine Harry Kane speaking German? Yeah, darling, I can actually, and we've actually did an impression of it earlier. It's actually quite disconcerting, isn't it? Listening to Harry Kane, yeah, because meine Name is Harry Kane, and ich spiele Fußball for Bayern München, and ich habe big Bratwurst, and meine Großvater once played for Millwall. Or whatever, you know, yeah. He would be shite at speaking German, wouldn't he? Shite at speaking English, so goodness knows. I don't know if he would be even prepared to learn German, let's be honest. For a few years, what's the bloody point? Ich bin eine Berliner. Kane will be like Uncle Albert during the war. So, I don't know, yeah, I don't think he'll fare well speaking German over there. It's a fair point as well, it's a fair point. It's a very fair point. Although maybe he'll actually just, like, be able to just pick up the language better over there because, let's face it, he can't speak English very well. Maybe he's got an unlocked talent for German. Meine Finger ist groß. You know what I mean? Who knows? Anyway. Right, okay, so, you know, Harry Kane needs to decide what's going on. Man United need to just get their finger out and try and go for him. But as things are right now, this is the latest, guys. So we're clearing out players. Fred is gone to Fenerbahçe. Eric Bailly is leaving tomorrow to Besiktas. And then we are clearing out other players as well. Obviously, McTominay is still wanted by West Ham as per reports. We'll see if that can materialise. Hopefully we can sell him in this window as well. Kovar has gone off to Leverkusen for 9 million euros, guys. New news tonight as well on a done deal. Kovar to Leverkusen, 9 million. Also, Fred receiving about 50 million euros. And Donny van der Beek close to joining Real Sociedad on a potential loan move. Maybe with an option or an obligation to buy. We'll let you know the terms of that deal as and when we get them. But right now, though, guys, that's quite a lot of money generated in order to go and buy a player. So it's expected we're going for Sofyan Amrabat very, very soon. This is the plan from United and always has been the plan in regards to that midfield area. So Fab says that Man United plan remains clear. Sell Fred with Fenerbahçe's bid now on the table. Agree a loan deal for Donny van der Beek with Real Sociedad and sign a new midfielder. So get that money off of our books. Generate some cash, go and reinvest that into Sofyan Amrabat of Fiorentina, who is waiting in the wings for us. So Sofyan Amrabat is still wanting Manchester United. He's already agreed to come to Manchester United. Ten Hag wants him and he wants Ten Hag. And he relishing the opportunity of playing for United in the Premier League and the Champions League. So we're just waiting for that to materialise. We've got to now go in for a bid. We're expecting any day now. We are going in for a bid. So not much has changed yet, apart from now it seems evidently more clear that we will be going in for a bid for him because of selling Fred. That was always the narrative, is that we're waiting to get rid of Fred and maybe one or two others in that midfield area to be able to free up the place in the side, but also the wages, etc. for Sofyan Amrabat. So get in there, my son. Any day now we should be going in for Sofyan Amrabat. There's always a way that this could fall down. Maybe we change our attentions to someone like Kane. I doubt it, but, you know, it's expected for us to go in for Sofyan Amrabat very soon, and he's somebody that can help transform the way that we play football as well. Get in there, Sofyan. Big upgrade on people like Scott McTominay and Fred, in my opinion. We'll see how he fares and if he can break his way into the side. I think he will actually be a starter in the team because Mason Mount, in my opinion, is an overrated guff bag. And we've paid 60 million for this Melter, who'll probably end up being a bench warmer, the twat. No disrespect. I mean, I guess it is a bit disrespectful calling him a twat, but you know what I mean? Like, I just don't think he's, like, up to the standard long-term for United, but he is only 24. Ten Hag's got him for a reason. I trust Ten Hag, but I think Sofyan could come in and make a starting place in the side. You Viewed, thank you so much for your comment here, bro. Come on, guys, get some mad love in there for You Viewed, who sent in a super chat. Thank you, You Viewed. He says, Harry Kane speaking German. He struggles with English. The player is class and, well, wherever he ends up, hope he wins because he needs to. He does deserve it, actually, doesn't he? When you think about his career at Spurs, always a bridesmaid, never a bride. You know, he's never winning the trophies over there, getting the Champions League finals and bottling it. You know, it must be very frustrating for him. And he's been a loyal player, to be fair. He has been quite loyal to Spurs, but you either are loyal when you finish your career as a legend of a club, or you finish your career as a legend of the sport. And if he wants to finish as a legend of the sport, he's going to have to go and win some things, I think. He's not got the possibility of doing it over there. So I agree. Wherever he ends up, hope he does win things. If he goes to Bayern Munich, he's guaranteed to win things. If he comes to United, it's a bit more risky, but we should hopefully be able to win some things with Harry Kane in the side. You get Kane in the side, and you can all of a sudden challenge for things. Hey, we smashed 200 likes, guys. Thank you, every one of you, for hitting that subscribe button. Absolutely awesome. Keep hitting the thumbs ups, peeps, if you haven't done so. Thank you so much for tuning in to everybody here tonight. 350 legends. Smash that like button. Smash the subscribe as well. We're creeping up. Getting on the way to 73,000 big ones now, guys. So hit the subscribe if you're new as well and have your say. Of course, we're going to have a big Q&A at the end of this stream. We always do. But for now, I've still got a little bit more to cover. I'm going to do a rundown of what we discussed in this video very, very soon also. But as I say, the expectation is not that we go for Harry Kane. The expectation is that we sell the couple of midfielders that we've discussed and we go and buy Sofyan Amrabat. That's the expectation. Also, another expectation is that we sell Harry Maguire and we have an incoming defender to help bolster our options there and give us depth and qualities at the back there, i.e. Benjamin Pavard or maybe Jean-Clair Todibo. That's the latest, really, on Man United's situation. And maybe we do go and get a forward player who's a cheaper option as well, like that Leonardo lad. So quite possible that'll be the case. Let me do a rundown of what we've discussed in this video so far for anybody who's just getting in here. We will have a Q&A and we are doing a competition tonight as well to choose the winner of the t-shirt for all the people that entered yesterday. So stick around for that and make sure you have your say in the Q&A coming shortly and give us a retweet, peeps. Pinned to the top of the live chat there. Right, so the plan for United is to go after Sofyan Amrabat and also a defender once Maguire's gone as well. In regards to Maguire, it's thought that we have to pay him about £6 million in order to get him off of our books with a golden handshake. Money well spent. See you later on, Slab. And obviously with the money we'd be receiving, £30 million, could well be around about 24 million that we actually receive from the guy. They are waiting on Maguire at the moment. There's a few terms and things that have to be sorted out structurally between Manchester United and Maguire, obviously in regards to this golden handshake situation. So West Ham are waiting for Harry Maguire to finalise the terms of his departure from United before giving him a medical. All other aspects of the transfer are complete, including personal terms. This is via Sky. So it does seem like he's very close to leaving, and it's just a case of agreeing the finalised amount that we are prepared to give him that golden handshake with and get him to piss off, basically. Also, West Ham still sniffing around Scott Mctominay. Scott Mctominay is wanted by David Moyes. They've signed Edson Alvarez. They're also signing James Ward-Prowse. But Lucas Paqueta wanted by Manchester City, which will give him big cash again, somewhere in the region of 70 million euros or somewhere in that sort of ballpark, which means that they've got money to play with, especially after selling Declan Rice, and that will be 2 midfielders gone. It's quite justifiable to think that they will bring in 3 midfielders to replace the outgoing Paqueta and Rice. So, never know. McTominay still might be on the cards for West Ham. If not, other interest from other teams like Roma, Newcastle is still there. So maybe McTominay could be going soon also. And then with that money generated, it's expected that Ten Hag is just deliberating and trying to decide who to go and get in the defensive positions, whether it's Benjamin Pavard or Jean-Clair Todibo, maybe Tapsoba as a backup. But it's thought that Benjamin Pavard might be his priority in that area because of his versatility and his experience. So Pavard is a likely target for Erik Ten Hag before the end of the window if Maguire goes, which is looking all good right now. Fred to Fenerbahçe is a done and dusted deal, guys. Get in there, my son. See you later on, Fred. Get some Brazilian flags in there for Fred. Hey, Chris Koo, thanks for your super chat, my son. He says, Pig, what's better, a jammy dodger or an artful dodger? Inspired by Zane, the biscuit bandit me. I say, Chris Koo, thank you very much for your comment there. A jammy dodger, I would say, lad. Jammy dodger's pretty fucking awesome, mate. I am a fan. I'm a big fan, Chris Koo, lad. Can we get some doves from above in there for Chris Koo? Koo, Koo, Koo. Thank you for the £5, my son, lad. I might go and buy some jammy dodgers with that, dude. Thank you very much. Top man. So Fred, guys, to get back on track here. Thank you, Chris. To get back on track, Fred to Fenerbahçe, here we go. Deal in place with Manchester United. Proposal revealed earlier has been accepted and a verbal agreement reached. Fred has agreed terms with Fenerbahçe and will travel for medical tests soon. Exclusive Tory confirmed. Get in there. Also, it guarantees almost that Højlund will be given the number 17 shirt. So new reports coming out that medical booked for Fred at Fenerbahçe. Deal done and sealed as revealed earlier. And Rasmus Højlund will be Man United's new number number 17. Hashtag 17 Danish flags. Ooh, Danish friends. Danish friend. Get in there. So Rasmus, new number 17 at United. Let's be having you. Fred, nice service. Thanks for your efforts. But you gash, lad. See you later on. Time for an upgrade. Hopefully Sofyan Amrabat now incoming very soon with the outgoing Fred. Donny to Sociedad is also being worked on as well, as I mentioned here. Another report here that says that Donny van der Beek is still a focus of Real Sociedad at the moment. We're trying to work on getting that deal done. And then we'll hold talks with Sofyan Amrabat. That's the understanding. We've also sold Kovar to Leverkusen. Bit of a surprise, but the young backup goalkeeper clearly wanting to go somewhere. He's going to get some game time. Matej Kovar has gone on a permanent deal. He will be, he will have the option of, I think we've got the option of a buyback clause though, from what I've understood. We seem to have a buyback clause, so we have like first option in the future. We can just buy him back for an increased fee in the future if he goes on to develop into a great player. But we've got 9 million euros for him right now, which means we can go and add that to go and get Sofyan Amrabat basically, which is good for now. So short term wise, it's good. It might be a bit short-minded, but right now it's good for us to improve us in this summer window. And if there's a buyback clause, it's no big risk. We can always get him back later on. But good luck to Kovar. Clearly wants to play. He's gone to Leverkusen, guys. 9 million euros. So we're clearly getting rid of players. Also, Eric Bailly has agreed a deal with Besiktas on a 3-year deal. It's expected that he'll complete his permanent move to Besiktas tomorrow. And he should be joining them on a free transfer. We basically let him go for nothing because he's absolutely gash and has glass limbs and is constantly injured all the time. So we're having a clear out. Those are all the bits and bobs we've got about all the players that are currently being in the process of being sold. Obviously, there are some reports that maybe we'll go in for Kane. We've just talked about the Kane, so I'm not going to just cover that again. But Kane's situation with Bayern is, you know, he's got to decide whether he wants to go or stay at Spurs, maybe leave on a free in a year's time, have the pick of the bunch. Or if United maybe come in for him this summer, he'd obviously have the decision to make there as well. But we haven't done that yet. And then finally, David De Gea is also on the verge of being a Real Madrid player, guys. He could well be a Madrid player very, very soon. You what? So, crikey, that's a big turn up for the books, isn't it? Good luck to David De Gea. Seems like he's got himself a good move there. And what is Man United's loss is actually Real Madrid's gain. I still think he's one of the best goalkeepers in the world, certainly shot-stopping wise, but you have to respect what Ten Hag views and what his decision is in regards to letting De Gea go. He was on big money, and maybe we couldn't justify that for him you know, at the moment, and also stylistically not the right sort of goalkeeper for what Ten Hag's trying to do, which is playing out from the back and transitioning quickly, and you know, having a goalie in between the sticks with better distribution is obviously what he wants to do. So, but yeah, good luck to De Gea. Fantastic move for him if that materialises. Hey, CZ Bam, thank you very much indeed for getting in here, CZ Bam, with a super chat. He says, Kane given permission for medical. Oh, no. Is that the latest news? Is it? CZ Bam, thank you for getting in here raw with a super chat, guys. Thank you so much to every single one of you legends for getting in here raw tonight with your opinions. And we have a report here from Fabrizio Romano that says that Bayern feeling after late night round of talks with the players camp. Friday is Harry Kane Day. Oh, what a load of old shit. Why are we not trying to get this guy? I don't understand it. Let me pop this up on the screen, everybody. So Fabrizio Romano just tweeting out an update on Kane as we are live here tonight with a bit more information. Let me pop this up on the screen. Thanks for everyone for letting us know live what's going on here. Let me take a little look and see what's going on. So he's just said that it's expected that Friday will be Harry Kane Day for Bayern München. And here is the newest report here, guys, this evening. Look at that. So it says here that, as you can read in the top corner, Harry Kane has been given permission to travel to complete medical tests ahead of a Bayern move. That's really annoying, isn't it, guys? That's really annoying. Well, there you go. It seems like he has made a decision then, and it looks like he's probably wanting to go to Bayern München. I don't know why we haven't tried to convince him to come to United and gone in for him. Ten Hag clearly not wanting him, but look at that. Bayern are increasingly confident to get the Kane deal done on Friday. Final positive round of talks with the players' camp took place tonight. It's about final details now. Come on, United. Let's go in and have a hijack. Let's go and hijack this guy. Why the fuck are we not trying to get Harry Kane? It really winds me up. Of all the players who could help us to challenge for the title, this is the guy. He's the daddy. He's somebody that can really do some good stuff for us and probably would be the difference maker between us finishing maybe ahead of Manchester City or behind. So I just don't understand why we haven't even bothered to have a go at it. But there you go. It looks like he's very close to joining the Bundesliga champions Bayern München. He will get trophies over there. It's obviously a big move in that sense. He's guaranteed a win. He'll get the accolades. He'll get the goals. He'll get the trophies. Get the Player of the Year awards over in the Bundesliga. He'll score. He'll get the trophies. He'll have Champions League football. The rest of it. You know, but that's what happens when there's only one offer on the table. United haven't made it a headache for the guy. We should be trying to convince him to come. It doesn't look like it. Meaningless trophy. That's what I'm saying, CZ Bam. It's meaningless, isn't it, bud? Like, who cares if he wins the Bundesliga, really? The Premier League's where it's at, and everybody knows that. Yeah, Philip Chapman, like I was saying earlier on in this stream, it's kind of clear maybe that Ten Hag doesn't really want him. Too much money, maybe a depreciating asset on huge money every single week as well. Eats into the rest of the budget and the amount of other players that you can sign throughout the team to improve other areas. Plus also, like I said, he's not the right style maybe because of his lack of sort of pressing ability from the front. I mean, I still think he could do an amazing job for Man United. He's just an absolute born goal scorer. But you can't deny that maybe on the face of it, he doesn't necessarily fit what Ten Hag is trying to do. He clearly wants somebody who's got that speed and physicality up top there to press the opposition and to sort of harry the opposition and all that sort of stuff and be quick in behind, whereas Kane's not about that. He's about that fox in the box and that movement, and he reads the game brilliantly. But I am super disappointed that we haven't at least tried to go and get the guy. But it does look like he's on the verge of going to Bayern Munich. There's a medical, obviously, that's progressing now. And Harry Kane is essentially close to joining Bayern Munich. Doesn't say that he actually is, though. He might not. There's still a chance for us to hijack the deal. I don't think we're going to, though, sadly, guys. Really don't think so. Oh, he's an old boot piggy and costs more than Maguire. Yeah, but he's an old good boot. He's like an old Predator or something for the 1990s. You know what I mean? Remember those boots? The old Adidas Predators? Absolutely class boots. You know what I'm saying? They're looking awesome. He's like an old boot. Yeah, but he's a good boot. Travis says, don't think so. I don't think we're going to go in for him. We don't have the budget for Kane. Must play, we don't right now. But like I said, we could easily get the budget for Kane, mate. Maguire's on 200 grand a week. Martial's on 200 grand a week. That covers his wages if you sell those two twats. Beyond that, you get 30 mil from Maguire, you get 30 mil from McTominay, you get 15 from Fred, and the list goes on with all the other players we mentioned. That actually pays for Kane, but it does mean that we're just going to spend money elsewhere. So, of course, we've got the option to pay the money for Kane, but it looks like we've allocated money towards other areas in the side, i.e. Sofian Amrabat in the midfield and maybe Benjamin Pavard in the defence. So that's what's going to eat up our budget. You know, so yeah, no, it's we could definitely afford it, but we just we're choosing to utilize that money elsewhere for various reasons. But if we had new owners, if we didn't have the Glazer shithouses, if we had ambitious owners, we probably would go and get Kane. Because why not? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you at least want to take the 30-goal-a-season man in your side if you could? So I don't understand it. I think he'd be absolutely a baller for us, but look, I guess we're not bothering. United Devil says, I know he plays for Spurs, but Kane's an absolutely incredible player. I like watching him. Be sad to see him go abroad. Me too, yeah, I know. I'm with you there. The Premier League will definitely be losing a great player. Exactly, Stephen Shipman. He'd be worth getting in, wouldn't he? Absolutely. Ryan says, Ronaldo was still scoring 18 Prem goals age 36, so why can't Kane get 12? Kane would get plenty of goals, wouldn't he, over the next few years? His game's not even about the physicality either. So he would be quite happy, I think, to continue at the top level for several seasons yet. Chris Koo, thank you for your £10 super chat, guys. Get some doves from above in there for Chris Koo. Koo. Thank you, Chris Koo. Dude, get in there, you beauty. He says, I know it's United and we want to know everything that's going on, but serious question. Does all this transfer stuff not wear you, Pig, and everyone out? Respect for keeping at it, Pig, says Chris Koo. Nah, not really, mate. You know, I'm just on here a couple of times a day giving you the latest news. I love talking about United. It's interesting. It's been actually a really kind of exciting and interesting transfer window this year. Usually it does. Like last summer, talking about De Jong every other bloody video for 2 months was very painstaking, and you could tell by the end of it I was pissed off. But this year, it's actually been pretty fun. We've been clearing out the guff. We've been getting rid of the mess. We've been signing players. So it's actually been quite a refreshing transfer window, this one. Maybe ordinarily is an element of that, but not this year. This year I'm sort of buzzing about United signing players and getting rid of the guff finally. You know, Maguire out will make my summer summer dreams come true. You know what I mean? That is it. Getting rid of these twats finally will make my summer. It really will. Chris Koo, but I understand what you're saying, though. I'm sure transfers annoy a lot of people. Some people don't even get involved with it, do they? A lot of people just watch the season. When it ends, they come back at the middle of August and start watching the football again. They don't pay any attention whatsoever to transfers. So I get that. But for me, you know, I like to keep up with what's going on. I like to talk about it and, you know, cover the latest news. Plus, this is a Man United channel, and that's sort of what we do around here, you know what I mean? So, yeah. But Chris Koo, thank you so much, you bloody legend. Let's get a cheeky little sue in the chat there for Chris Koo. You viewed, thank you for the £2 super chat, mate. He says, Harry Kane is a Dr. Martens boot. A great boot, says you viewed. Wow. Okay, fair play to you, lad. Have we got a punk in the chat? I don't know. You viewed, yeah. He is an old boot, but he's a good boot, mate. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much, you viewed. I appreciate you, dude. Yeah, he's like a Timberland or something. Expensive but rugged. Rushmano, how you doing tonight? Welcome aboard. He says subscribe to the channel. Yes, sirree. Guys, if you're new to the show, make sure you smash that subscribe button. We got 351 legends in here. There's got to be some of you that are new to the show. So hit the subscribe. We're on here daily and nightly with the latest United news and updates in a no bullshit way. So come and join us. We have all the latest news for you every single day and night. So come and get involved. You can also click the bell icon for notifications so you don't miss the streams. Super chat here from Ensari Noari. He says, get Kane, we need him ASAP. Yeah, you know, given the dream scenario, we would get Kane this summer. Anybody who doesn't want him would be mental. You know, there's a few people that don't, but I know he's maybe not exactly what Ten Hag is all about, style-wise, so that's why we haven't gone for him. And he is a bit older, but surely he would give us a better... I asked this to the live chat earlier on in the afternoon show when I was having a bit of a rant about Kane. So I'll ask it again now and just watch what the live chat says. Do you think, and this is, take money out of it, just take money out of it, guys. Do you think Manchester United would be better suited or have a better chance of winning the Premier League trophy over the next few seasons with Kane in our side? If we had Kane, yes or no? Do you think we'd be better suited or better placed to win the Premier League title with Kane in the squad? In the squad. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. Tommy Boyle, thank you for the super chat. He says, maybe Kane just wants out of the UK, me old sausage. Well, yeah, maybe he does there, me old bratwurst. You know what I mean? Maybe he does, Tommy. But why would he? He's on the verge of becoming the Premier League's all-time leading goal scorer. I suppose maybe he just considers Spurs like his club in England, maybe. I guess that's an option. And if he's going to go and play somewhere else, I guess maybe he doesn't want to go and play for a rival of Tottenham. That is a good point, Tommy, I suppose. Right, so I asked you, thank you, Tommy, by the way, lad. I asked you guys, would he make United's chances of winning the Premier League title more? Would we be a better place to challenge for the title if we had him? Vincent says yes. Pitty says yes. Ryan says yes. Josh says no. You what? Danny says yes, 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 yes. Defo, Paul, definitely. With him, obviously, of course. Yes, yes. No point making a poll. It'd be 99% yes, they're 13 highest vote. It was a rhetorical question. I obviously already know the answer. I'm just proving a point that, yes, we would definitely be getting their Gungshi. Hell yes. We would definitely be better placed to challenge for the title with somebody who's one of the best goal scorers in the league over the last 6-7 years and who got 30 goals for shitty Spurs last year. Of course, we would be better off with him in this side than not. So, you know, all I'm saying is if we were an ambitious club, we would go and get him. Simple as that. If this was the Fergie days, we'd have already had him. But right now, I don't think we can say that. Yes, says Ishmael Khan, let's go. Yeah, but we would with any £100 million squad. So what was your point? The point is he's Premier League proven, and actually you're actually wrong there, Andy Corkin Hansen. Not any £100 million player. We signed Harry Kane for 80 million. I mean Harry Maguire for 80 million. He's fucking shite. You're not always guaranteed to get the success you want. But Kane's actually battle proven in the Premier League over a number of seasons. If anybody's expected to be a success staying in the Premier League, it will be Kane. So you don't always get what you pay for, actually, Andy Corkin Hansen. But with Kane, I believe that we would. So I disagree with you. Cake says, question, will Piggy notice the Cake Cadet? Hello, Cake Cadet. How you doing, my son? What's going on? Well, you know, that makes me laugh, Rushmana, when people said more likely Levy won't sell Kane to us. That makes me laugh because he's fundamentally a businessman. If we give him more cash, you know, it's not like Ten Hag shagged his wife or anything. You know what I mean? Money's money. It's not like he's got some personal vendetta. If we're prepared to pay more money than Bayern Munich would, they would have to listen to us, wouldn't they? And also, like I said, the power lies with Kane. He's not got some personal vendetta against us, but Harry Kane can obviously have a say in what happens. He's like, we would have to pay more than Bayern. I think that's fair to say. But if Kane says, I want to go, if we actually tried and had a bid in, even if it's the same amount of money as Bayern Munich, right? Even if it's the same, and Harry Kane says, I want to stay in the Premier League and play for Manchester United. Sorry, I'm just going to run out my contract for a year if you don't accept this bid from Man United. Then we can get him. So it's down to the player as much as anything. But of course, he would accept a little bit more cash from Man United. Of course he would. That would mean more money for Spurs to go and reinvest in their team. So I don't really understand when people say he won't sell him to us. He would sell him to us. It just might cost a little bit more, and Kane might have to be a little bit of a nasty individual to them. He will not even accept 100 million from United as well, Carl. We'd have to pay a little bit more, I think. Look, I'm passionate about Harry Kane. I think he's a great player, and he would come in and do us a fantastic job for us. You know, it's that simple, really. It really is that simple. Okay, I'm going to have a look at the updates that have come in tonight during the show, everybody. Thank you, Rushmano, for letting us know the latest updates. Appreciate you. So there's that big news about Kane with his medical basically lined up for Bayern Munich. It's expected that, Friday may be Kane Day. It's very disappointing to hear. Christian Falk says the latest news in the transfer of Harry Kane. Bayern expects an agreement on Friday for a done deal. That's from Fab and Christian Falk and various different outlets reporting that Friday could be the day. There's another report from Court Offside tonight that says Inter Milan are considering signing Tony Martial from Man United and open to selling him. Sounds like BS to me. How could we possibly sell that guy? He's on too much cash, but maybe if we just basically give him away, it might be possible, I suppose. But still quite unlikely, isn't it? Still quite unlikely. Right, okay, so, yes, that's basically the latest news, guys. I'm going to get into the live chat now for a Q&A. Q&A time. Do us a favour. Go and give us a retweet on Twitter. If you haven't done so, please do smash the retweet. That would be awesome. Help us to spread out there to more people. You can follow the link at the top of the live chat to Flying Pig United on Twitter. I'm going to shout out all the legends that have retweeted this tonight. 38 retweets. Are you kidding? That's a new record, guys. Can we get a hashtag new record in the chat? 38 retweets. What? What's this all about? So we've had 2 quota tweets. Disco Dave Jason. Thank you so much, bud. Guy Am Legend. Thank you very much, bud. And then we got 36 reposts. What? Let's take a look at who this is. Thank you, everyone. Aaron Homeyard, Jaden, Stephen Braun, Transfers_UTD, Richard Wisterpeg, Edward McAllister, Anthony Ong, Francois Koch, GDad Gamer, Michael Paul, Duncan Polifo, ADV, Jason Jackson, John Boy Cat, Kane, Vincent Bullock, CZ Bam, Ryan Berberspin 9, Kieran, Luke MUFC, Trigger, Ray Jones, Compost Smurf, Mr. Sims, Roger Barker, Mike Strutter, Leighton Mills, Dean Moxley, Bob Loft, Roger Morley, Zane Charles, Gina Varney, Tommy71, Feline Fur, Imri Man United, Boomy, and Rajat Falacia. Holy shit. That is a lot of retweets tonight, guys. Thank you so much, every one of you legends, for getting out there. That's probably got us a good few people in the chat tonight. So thanks so much, every one of those names I just mentioned, for helping us get out there. You're a bunch of legends, guys. That's a new record, guys. Come on. Thank you so much. Yeah, 38 retweets. Amazing, everybody. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. 40 altogether. Bloody hell. Absolutely insane. Thank you, everybody. You viewed with another super chat. Right, we're going to get into the Q&A now, everybody. And in a little bit, we'll choose the winner of the T-shirt giveaway as well. So we've got a bunch of people entered the giveaway from yesterday. And we'll just get a cheeky little... the Wheel of Names website up. And we will choose the winner. So stick around for that. We'll do that in a little bit. But right now, let's continue with this Q&A. There's a lot of passionate legends in here tonight having their say and getting involved. And also, of course, keep smashing the likes, guys. We're nearly at 300 likes. Hit that thumbs up if you're just joining the stream. We've smashed 252 on it. Come on! Cheers, dudes. Right, so You Viewed says, one thing is, Kane was an Arsenal reject, which Zane makes me laugh. His club's best manager released Kane and Spurs picked him up. Biggest OG. Yeah, well, that's quite interesting, isn't it, You Viewed? Interesting. I mean, is that the case? I know he had an Arsenal kit on when he was a kid and stuff. Bit of a dodgy bastard. You know, is that the case? Is that actually what happened with Kane? Was he, what's that? He was part of Arsenal's youth setup. Is that what you're telling me? You what? If that's the case, they've had a fucking stinker there, haven't they? Goodness. Oh, Simon says, Pig got the t-shirt today, mate. Thank you. Nice one, Simon. I hope it fits well, mate. I hope you like it, dude. That's bloody awesome. Mate, thank you so much there, Simon Almeida. Go on, lad. Cheers for letting us know that, dude. You hope your name's on the bloody wheel. Well, it was Kate Cadet, but after that comment, I'm going to remove it, son. Disgusting. Not too bad, United we stand, you know. Still waiting for my CT scan, believe it or not. It's an absolute shambles. Well, this channel does deserve it. I know I can't get on here often. Thank you, United Devil. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, Anthony Young. I appreciate that, dude. Love it. Thank you so much, lad. Appreciate it. United Devil says, my mate told me about fan channels on YouTube, been on them for 5 months now. I don't think I can live without my mank channels now. It is pretty awesome, to be fair, you know. It is pretty awesome, United Devil. We do, you know, yeah, we do have a good old laugh, don't we, on these channels, and we cover all the latest news. Flying Pig United Extra, make sure you check out Flying Pig United Extra, but also check your DMs on Twitter, my son. Nice one. That is just mean, Piggy. Well, I'm a mean guy. Danny D. I don't know who Danny D is, mate. Who's Danny D, lad? No. Danny Dyer? Alright, Tweakle, or whatever, no. Who the fuck's Danny D, mate? Pig, what are your thoughts on the Caicedo drama? I'm not getting involved with that because we're not going in for him, are we? Obviously, they're asking for maybe too much money for the guy. expensive signing, but we're not going in for him, so I can't be asked to talk about it, mate, to be honest. Nothing to do with Manchester United at the moment, is it? Pig is also the GOAT. Thank you, pal Marius. Indeed. No, I don't think so, Rajat. Oh, shit, I forgot to tell you guys. We've set up a new Premier League fantasy football thing. Rate your FPL team name. Onana versus Hoylarity. Two out of 10, mate, is shite, bud. I don't get it. So, Onana verse is, what, a play on the word universe, and Hoylarity is, what's that? A play on the word singularity or something? That's absolutely terrible. You know, I mean, that's a terrible name, mate. What the fuck's that even mean, bud? That's awful. Am I missing something? Onana verse Hoylarity. What? Singularity, yeah. Mate, that's bad. That's not good, mate. That's no good, mate. I mean, it's almost so bad that it's good, but no, I just... That's... What? You joined the Fantasy League. Okay, brilliant. Thank you so much for joining the Fantasy League there, you Don. I appreciate it, man. Come on, let's go, lad. Let's go, lad. Oh, yes, indeed. Nice one. Okay, yeah. Martinez swap for Martial plus money. Danny Dyer says Red Olsen. Right, nice one. Kane was at Arsenal in 2001, 2002. That's nutty, isn't it? They've had a right bottle job there, haven't they? What a bunch of losers. Mate, Arsenal bottling it since goodness knows when. That's what they do. They're absolute bottle merchants, those guys. The universe belongs to Onana, and we're just living in it. Well, Nas, at the moment, it's like a 7 or an 8 out of 10 for me. It depends on what we do for the remainder of it. Boomy says, heard Ten Hag removed his cap at Carrington and using his shiny head, gash merchants were blind and all revealed Maguire was the only one who changed into a slab. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to actually put my link in the chat for the fantasy football thing, guys. So you can just join us. I'll put the link in the top of the chat. It's an auto join link, so you can come and join the Premier League fantasy football thing. If you're on PremierLeague.com, the fantasy.premierleague.com one, you can actually join us. Give me a una memento and I'll get you the link. I've chosen my team now. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go, guys. And the Flying Pig United League is back set up again. Let me invite people to join. Let me click this link. Copy auto join link. There it is right there. Okay, so guys, here it is. Join the FPL League right here. Boom. So that will auto join you if you just click that link that's at the top. Also, if you're on catch up later or whatever and that's not there or we've changed it, you can go to the community tab on YouTube channel. On the YouTube channel, if you just go to Flying Pig United YouTube channel and click on community, then it's on there. I posted it on there earlier. It's also on my Twitter. Oh, nice one, Flying Pig United Extra, you bloody legend. So, you know, we can absolutely, yeah, we can have a, I will decide some sort of competition as well before the Premier League actually gets underway as well. So give me a couple of days. We'll figure out what we're playing for. But the winner of it's going to get a prize. So make sure you join the FPL league. Thank you, Danny B, for joining the league, mate. Go on, lad. So yes, go and join that league, guys. It's pinned to the top of the live chat. FPL. There it is right there. Thank you, Rushmano. Make sure you subscribe. We're only, what's that, 37 people away now from 73,000. Sorry to go on Kane again. Ornstein, new info. Thank you very much, though, bud. Let's go have a look at what Ornstein's saying. Thanks for the update, bro. No, that's cool, man. I mean, you know, we were obviously covering the latest info. David Ornstein says this. Thanks for the update. He comments and he says, Harry Kane has reached an agreement to join Bayern Munich from Tottenham Hotspur. Personal terms in place for 30-year-old to sign a 4-year contract. England captain awaiting green light from Tottenham to travel to medical. Complete the transfer. Holy shit! Mate, that's a potent update there, mate. That's a potent update. I'm going to have to go over to my, I'm going to have to go, that's basically a done deal then. It just obviously needs to do his medical. Sounds like it's a done deal, mate. Holy shit, that's big news. Let me put that up on the screen. Thank you so much for letting us know the latest on Kane there. Bloody hell, that's gash-tastic, mate. United need to have a go at this guy. What a fucking bunch of melters we are, honestly. I'm disappointed, but really disappointed there. Okay, so let me put this up on screen. You guys can see what's going on there. Harry Kane is so close to being a Bayern Munich player. That's gash. There's the latest from David Ornstein. You can see there, peeps. That's absolutely gash. Oh, such a shame. Oh. Proper piss poor. Oh, show us your FPL team, says Bendor. Okay then, give me a moment. Thing is, I shouldn't do that though, should I? Because some of you guys are just going to copy it. You know what I mean? You bunch of dirtbags. Want to know my FPL team? No, I'm not going to let you know. I'm not going to tell you. No, you'll copy it. You're not going to... No, I'm not going to let you know. Sorry, guys. You've got to go and join it and make your own team, yeah? We won't suspend, or you will. We do need experienced striker. Dirtbags. Yeah, that's it. Nah. Probably not Rajat. Maybe next couple of weeks or something. Who knows? Lone striker. Too much going on at the moment, lad. Show us your FPL team. I mean, I mean, I could tell. Nah, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you. Sorry, I'm going to keep you guys guessing. Just know he has Haaland in his team. I mean, I do have Haaland in my team, Boomy. To be honest, I do have Haaland. Okay, right, I'll show you it. What do you reckon, guys? Shall I show you it? Yes or no? You know, should I keep the suspense? Let us know, guys. I can show you it, I suppose. I'll show you yours if you show me mine. Wait, what? No, I messed that up. Okay, hang on. Let me show you what's going on here. So, yeah, I'll just take a little screenshot of it here.
Get in there, my son.
Right, everyone wants to see it, so... Hang on, that's not it. Alright, guys, so yeah, there's that Kane guff there. We'll move that there. Actually, I'm going to have to replace this for a second just to show you what's going on. So I'll get my team up on the screen, show you what the deal is. Click the link once again at the top of the live chat there. This is it here, guys. So, you know, it's obviously a work in progress. I haven't finalised it yet, but this is my team. I've gone for Pope in goal, because Newcastle get a lot of clean sheets, don't they? Trips over there. I've gone for a 3-4-3, as you can see here. I've got Trippier, I've got Stones and Shaw. Then we've gone for Mitoma. Bruno Fernandes is my captain at the moment. I might change that. I've got Easy and Maddison. Bit of a wild card there, you know. Then up top, I've gone for Darwin Núñez, Haaland and Watkins. That's basically my team. Obviously, look, it's not, anybody knows how this works. It's not, you've got a certain budget, and so you have to stay within the constraints of the budget. That's the only reason I've got Darwin Núñez in there, because he was cheap. You know what I mean? He was cheap. I'm not really, you know, of course I'm not going to have Darwin Núñez in there if he wasn't cheap. You know what I'm saying? He was cheap. So that's my team. Give it a rating out of 10 there, folks. Give it a rating out of 10. Copied. Give it a rating out of 10 there, folks. Onana in goal too. Nah, he'll probably concede a bit, though. That's what I'm worried about. It's about getting the points. That's points, Pig. Yeah, it's points. 7, says T-Mail. 5, says Gattuso. 7. You got to remember who gets the most points for their teams and stuff as well. You know what I mean? Yeah. A lot of people think it's shite, though. Well, good. I'm trying to throw you off the scent here. Maybe this isn't my real team. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's not my real team. Maybe I'm chucking you off the scent right there, guys, eh? Ever think about that? No, probably not. Okay, then. Anyway, enough of that. So, right, guys. Okay, I think it's competition time. It's competition time, my friends. Who's ready for this competition? Oh, yes, indeed. We're gonna do this competition when we get to 275 likes, guys. We're 7 away. Smash that like on the video if you're just joining us. Hit the thumbs up on it. We're going to choose the winner of this comp in uno momento, por favor. Oh, yes. So let me go over to the Wheel of Names website. My computer might struggle a little bit here because it was earlier when I went over there. Let's see if I can do it. Let's get it up on the screen. Oh, nice. It's still got everybody's names still in there. Great. Okay, let's capture this screen. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, then. So. Why is this not working? Oh, it's because it's... Huh? What the fuck? Right, hang on a sec, guys. Trying to figure this out. Technical difficulties taking place right now. Give me 2 seconds. Window capture. Right, yeah, okay. Why is that not on top? Very odd. That should be on top. Is it? Oh. Okay, forget that. Forget that. Remove that. Let's make another one. Two seconds, peeps. We're going to choose the winner in a second. I've just got to figure this out. Window capture. Yeah. That one. Okay, great. Right, okay, hang on a sec. I'm going to have to just pop that down right to the bottom so you can still see me somewhere in there. We're going to have to move it. 1 second. Okay. Right. That's not worked exactly how I had hoped. Sorry, guys. I'm doing this on the fly here. I'm doing this on the fly. Right, okay, let's pop it there so you can see me still. Window capture. Let's pop that above there. Where am I? Where have I gone? Why can't you see me? This is bullshit, guys. Right, we're just gonna draw it blind then. You can't see me. Why can't you see me? It's very disconcerting. Have I accidentally... Wait, give me a sec. Give me a second. Give me a second. Face cam's there. Properties. Okay. Oh, right, okay. Got ya. Right, yeah. Nice one. Okay, yeah, let's do that. By the way, everybody, thank you very much for being here tonight. I am definitely having a bit of an issue here. Just bear with me, uno momento. I will obviously try and sort this out, guys. Just bear with me a minute. We should be golden. So if I put that back there. Window capture all the way down. And then put the face cam. Oh, okay. That's not worked. Oh dear. Oh, there we go, guys. Yes, no, okay. So let me just move this. Right, there we go, guys. That's what we wanted. Yeah. Okay, this is good. This is good. We're going to do this now, guys. Okay, you ready for this? So as you can see... Wait, hang on. Let me move Kane out of the way so you can see who's entered into it. Ah, kid hell. Right, you can see the... Oh, the chat's in the way now. Pig in hell. Let me get rid of that. Right. Okay, now you can see who's entered into this tournament. So the winner of this gets to choose a t-shirt of their choosing. Could be a Bacon Brigade one, could be a Glazers Out one. We're 2 likes to go until we draw it, guys. We're almost at 275. So we've done it now. So these are the people that have entered into the competition. You can see we've got all these names here. There's not that many. I basically told everyone to go over and comment on a video within an hour after the video finished last night. And so we've got Dalton King, the Cake Cadet, Hoopman, Paul Ennis, Chris, Duncan, Edward Reed, Irish Pit Terrier, Snake Boy, Ryan, MW Estate, AML, United Mark, Disco Dave, Palmarius, Howard Garrix, Nut, Your Absolution, Eamon Barrett, Palmer, Stuart Stormtrooper Waller, Boomy, LLMUFC 10, Mr. Channel Groove, Mike Jones, Alfie Brannigan, Michael James, Douglas Green, and Henrik Kjellman. These are all the people that have entered into the tournament, my friends. So good luck to you all. Let's get a hashtag good luck going on in the live chat then. So I'm going to do this now, peeps. Let's see who's won it. You ready for this? I'm going to see who's won it. Ulf says I won last time, so stayed out. Oh, fair play to you, my son. That's very nice of you. I respect that. Okay, the computer's struggling a bit here, guys. Right, I'm gonna spin. So I'm gonna click to spin. Ready, guys? Good luck to you all. Let's see who it lands on. Good luck, everybody, and let's do this. Doesn't matter where you live in the world, by the way. I'll send you a T-shirt out. Here we go, peeps. I've spat it. Good luck to everybody. Good luck to everybody. Who's it gonna be? Oh, it's Edward Reed. Edward Reed, 1967. You are the winner, my son. We have a winner. It was almost Duncan Belifo. He's got stitched up. And it's Edward Reed who's won it. Congrats to Edward Reed there, dude. Are you in the chat tonight, mate? I don't know. Let us know if you're in the chat there, Edward Reed. Guys, congratulations to Edward Reed. Thank you so much to everybody that entered there. I appreciate that. Absolute legends you are. Absolute legends of the channel. Thank you so much for everybody getting in there. But if not, I will contact Edward Reed, or next time he's in the chat, obviously, we will, let him know. So if he's not in here tonight, we'll let him know next time he's in here. But yeah, congratulations to Edward Reed. Well done, Edward Reed, says Neil Gilbert. Congrats, Edward, says Duncan. He's in the chat, is he? Nice, Edward Reed. So all you have to do, mate, give us a message on social media, Instagram or Twitter, and let us know what T-shirt you want. We've got Bacon Brigade one, an I Believe one, a Glazers Out one. What else have we got? There's a couple of others. I'll let you know. So yeah, congratulations to Edward Reed there, my son. Well done, bud. And let us know your deets. Let us know what size and colour T-shirt you want, black or white. And I will send it to wherever you need it sent to. Get in there, you beauties. I'm going to wrap this stream up now then. Congratulations to Edward Reed once again there. And thank you each and every one of you legends for getting in here and watching the show tonight. It has been a fun one. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's just fix this again and put this back because I've melted. Let me put this back. Okay, that's not in the right. It's not in the right place, is it? Okay, nice, cool. And then let's get the live chat back. Oh, there you go. Yeah, live chat's back. Excellent. Okay, then, guys. So that's the end of the show. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Come back after this video is finished and get your thoughts and opinions in about anything we've discussed. As I mentioned, thank you, Travis. Appreciate you, bro. He says, great stream, Joe, mate. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, for watching the stream tonight. Really do appreciate it. Come back after this video is finished. Get your thoughts and opinions in there about anything we've discussed. He says, shame about the Kane news, but you smashed it as usual. Thank you very much there, dude. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's a bit gash about Kane. Hopefully we do still try and hijack it, but it's looking very unlikely. Looks like he is going to be a Bayern München player now. Thank you everyone for watching. God bless you all. Thank you guys. Yep. Thank you for everyone who entered, by the way. Really do appreciate it for the tournament. And there'll be more giveaways and shit like that coming soon. Tig, did you like my comment? I didn't see it, Vincent Bullock, and I'm not going to derail my ending to the intro to the show right now by looking at it right now, but I'll check it out after the stream, you legend. Kate Cadet, thank you so much. Thank you, Madhouse, Simon, Chris Barker, all the legends of the channel. Much love to you guys. Thanks for everybody who's watched and got involved. Thanks to all the members like the Hoop Man and Don Gungshi and Rushmano and all the legends in blue. Thank you so much for being members. Members in green. Thank you all for being members. Also, check out the Extras channel, guys. Flying Pig United Extra. Put an exclamation mark XTRA in the live chat and go and subscribe to the Flying Pig United Extra channel also. More content coming over there. Smash the like. We're nearly at 300. Thank you, Vutinator. Get in there, you beauty. And like I say, there's an FPL link at the top of the chat. You can join the FPL League. Go and click that link if you're on fantasy.premierleague.com, and we will run sort of a competition throughout the season as well. I'll figure that out over the next couple of days and let you guys know. Also, Friday, which is tomorrow, I've got a video coming which will be my Premier League predictions for the season and stuff. So keep a lookout for that sometime in the evening. But for now, guys, thanks for watching. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick at Flying Pig United. Check out the website, flyingpigunited.com. Stay classy. Have a good one. Come back with your thoughts, and you have a great evening, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow with the latest Manchester United news. Oh, yes. See you later on. God bless you. Piggy loves you. And remember, Kate Cadet says, W streamer, bet L gamer. Night, Piggy. I'm better than you, mate. Better than you at FIFA, lad. You can't even get 7 wins and bloody foot championship, you absolute loser. How dare you? Thank you, Kate Cadet. Appreciate you, bro. Stay classy, my son. Have a good one, mate, and stick to writing songs about Harry Maguire going to West Ham, mate, yeah? All right, good night, guys. Much love. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless you all. Good night. And remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, as this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.